Woke up, check the charts on my screen. Crypto world ain't nothing to glean. TA with T.I. Joe through the scene. Riding waves, rolling like a machine. Buzzing Piper Academy network tight. Learning trades in the middle of the night. Technical analysis for Trade Intuition right. Got the crypto vision, see it's all in sight. Cash flow like a raging tide. Investing in coins that come alive. No worries, I'm gonna thrive. In this crypto I truly dive. Dodging dips, got my stop set high. From Bitcoin to Ethereum till I die. TA with T.I. Joe, don't ask why. In this bucket I'm the sharpest guy. Charts and graphs like a puzzle made. Each pattern is a move played. Piper Academy network got me swayed. In every trade my gains displayed. Cash flow like a raging tide. Investing in coins that come alive. No worries, I'm gonna thrive. In this crypto I truly dive.
All right, Piper Academy. That's where it's at. Piper Academy. So let's go. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. A bingo and a bango. Here we go. All right, good stuff, guys. Good stuff. Let me know that I am live. I'm using my other computer, so let me know if I'm live. Of course, I don't have my camera on. This computer, I don't have the camera set up. Still working on getting my other camera or other computer fixed, up and running. If not, then I'll just use my other one. But let me know I am live, and let me know that everything is looking good. I believe I am live. All right, so let's go and get started. Of course, my name is Joe. This is Trade Intuition, T-I, Trade Intuition, T.I. Joe. And of course, this is the TA portion of the Piper Academy Network. This is the Trade Academy portion with T.I. Joe. And here to answer any questions that you may have. I absolutely love this. This is for anybody who really needs just the basics. Basics. If you have a strong, solid foundation, then you can build anything on top of it. Whether it's indicators, whether it's, just thought process as far as patterns, anything you can imagine. Like if you don't have a strong foundation, well, then everything's going to crumble after that. Everything's going to crumble. So go ahead and put it in the chat if you do see me live. Let me know if the sound is good. And of course, you can see the screen. All right, so let's go and get started. Once again, this is the Piper Academy Network, and I do greatly appreciate each and every one of you who's here. Let's go ahead and look at Bitcoin. What is Bitcoin doing? I love asking, what is Bitcoin doing? Well, if we go to the daily, we're on the daily. If we can go to the 4-hour time frame, we can get more of the ups and downs. That's a lot of squiggles on my chart. A lot of squiggles. This is all the thought process. This is basically saying what I think might happen. And of course, we were way up here. Our thought process was more than likely come down. Doesn't mean that it will, but more than likely come down just because it did a really nice run up. Broke through this level, this level, this level, this level. Now people are starting to short. People are starting to short. They're saying it's going to go to 0. No, it's not going to 0. Not going to 0. Not at all. It is. It's going to come down, and depending on how far it comes down, just depends on where it finds support. Now, I do believe that the market makers are letting us know to go short. Go short. That way, of course, they can wreck us. They can absolutely wreck us. So once again, guys, if you do see me, if you do hear me, well, you don't see me, but you start. Let me know in the chat. I don't see anything popping up on the chat. I do have it on live chat. Go to top chat. Go to live chat again. And let me just go ahead and do this really quick. Put a bingo bango in the chat. See if it pops up. Okay, yeah. So the chat is working very good. So right here, of course, my camera is not on. I'm using my computer. Hopefully I can get it fixed, but if not, hopefully I can set up my other computer to put all the stuff on here. And it'll be starting from scratch. And it's all right. We always need to do that. Not really. Not when it comes to computer. So for Bitcoin, it did break our anchored VWAP level. Anchored VWAP was starting from the beginning of the move. And then this other anchored VWAP I have from the beginning of the entire move. So it's actually creating a range forming. Now in that range, of course, we have Bitcoin entering it. It entered it and then it exited really quick. Everybody going for shorts, more than likely got wrecked, depending on how much leverage they have. And the price came up here. Now, would it be okay to do a low leverage short on Bitcoin? Sure. However, like how far down is it going to go before it comes up? It could be this, just this area right here, or possibly coming up. Or it could be to where it goes the complete opposite way of what we're thinking. We have several zones that we're looking at. Bitcoin did come down, broke below our VWAP, retested it, and then started coming down, but now it's starting to come. And this is basically, if it does go into this zone with very little support, there's a really great chance that it's going to break below it and then come down here where we have a huge area where it just went up. This is what's known as a low volume node. And basically, what that means is there's not a lot of ups and downs. There's not a lot of support, resistance. It's just straight up. So if it does come into this area, this is a very important area between 85 and 77. If it does come into this area, this is our decision point. Like it really has to either bounce up and not go down, but bounce up and now break through these levels, which would be good for Bitcoin. But I do believe that if we do enter this area, there's nothing stopping it really. Nothing stopping it from it coming down. Really not sure if I'm live. Maybe everybody is doing holiday stuff. And if that's the case, then that's great. Spend time with your family, spend time with your friends, spend time with your, not sure if there's Christmas parties going on right now. I haven't been to work in a few years, so I don't know when they do Christmas parties anymore. That was the best part about work though. Ooh, them Christmas parties and them open bars. Oh, that's when you knew who was who. That's when you knew who was who. All right, moving on. So here we go. Bitcoin, I do think that it's going to fall. And I've mentioned this before on my channel, of course, Trade Intuition, where it could fall anywhere from 25% to about 33%, 35%. This is not unheard of. Have Bitcoin, you know, do that before. And we had this all-time high. Hey, we got Baba in the house. The altcoins aren't dropping yet. Yeah, it's so what we're looking for. And great point, Baba. Great point. What we're looking for is for the alts to say, you know what, Bitcoin, we've been following you for a little while already. And well, you're not as cool as we thought. You're still cool, don't get me wrong, but I see that you're going down this path. We're going to go down another path. This is what we're waiting for. We're waiting for the coins to couple from Bitcoin. Bitcoin's going to come down, alts are going to take off. Why? What's the reasoning behind that? And that's what I absolutely love. I love giving statements and then giving the reason why. There's a lot of people out there, a lot of YouTubers out there, influencers that just give the statement but never back it up with the reason why. I believe that if Bitcoin continues to come down and the alts finally change their direction and don't go down as fast or even double what Bitcoin's doing, but then that's their process of coupling or not being with Bitcoin. And the reasoning behind that, people are taking profit from their Bitcoin holdings and putting into the alts, resulting in the alts going up and Bitcoin continuing to come down. Because that's all that means is people are taking profit. And now they're putting it into the alts and the alts are running. Now, if you have any coins you want me to do, definitely let me know. If you have any questions, oh, I forgot to post this in my group here. Copy link. Now you might see my group pop up for just a second. Head over. Let's see here. So let me go to my group. Let me post this in there in case anybody has any questions as well. Trade Intuition group. And this is the part that I love about just trading in general. There's a lot of questions we've had before or haven't thought of yet. So don't ever think your question is dumb. Ever. Like literally, we've had these same questions before. Matter of fact, in my group, I was having questions in reference to the gas fees. And they're trying to think, oh, well, maybe it's just USDT. Maybe if I transfer another coin. No, the gas fees depend on what network you're using. So if you're using the Ethereum network, it's going to be more expensive than using Tron network. Now, what you have to remember though, because this happened to me. If you use the Tron network to send over money to an Ethereum network, well, you just lost all your money. First time that happened, I was like, huh, I just lost a lot of money. Or rather, where's all my money? And then I found out that, oh, I used the wrong network. Now, could I get that money back because it was USDT? Probably, but it's been so long ago. I don't remember what it was or where I transferred it from, or I don't have the tax ID or anything like that. So, it's a loss, whatever. Now, one thing that's very important is whenever you're transferring money, you must always confirm the networks are the same. Because if they're not the same, they're not talking to each other. It's kind of like when your significant other is mad at you. Doesn't matter what you say, they're not listening. Same thing with the networks. Doesn't matter what you say, they're not listening. With that in mind, be very careful with the networks you send it on. And I've done that a few times. Man, you think I'm pretty slow. First time I did it, I didn't know. Second time I did it, it was because I was in a rush. Now I knew it had to be the same network. But I was in a rush late at night, and I did it, and I transferred it to the wrong one. Done that like 3 times. Every time I tell myself, no, don't do it again. And those were actually lost. I transferred like I don't know what it was, like BNB using a different wrong network. Also, all my coins and everything. Done that 3 times. Live and learn, they say. Live and learn. Me, I think I have fun because, oh man, I hope I don't use any more lives. I really do. Let's see here. We got Army Piper in the house. Shared on X and Discord. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate you greatly. Appreciate you. We got Wick's wife coming up here and saying, "What's up, everyone? Merry Christmas Eve. When is Christmas? Is that tomorrow? What day is it? When's Christmas? I don't know what day it is. I just know today's Monday, and today I do my 4 o'clock stream on Piper Academy Network. That's all I know. I don't even know when Christmas is. That's pretty sad. On my channel, I'm pretty sure I'm going to do like multiple streams as well. I don't have any. I don't have anything, so I'll just go streaming. Hopefully, make some people some money who are in the same boat. We're in the same boat. We'll see. Or maybe I'll drink some eggnog. Get eggnog wasted. Get chocolate wasted. Here we go. So we're looking at Bitcoin. Bitcoin on the 4-hour time frame right now, it's starting to come up. I really do think that if it goes into this zone, I don't think it's going to last. It either needs to bounce up, start getting strained, but I don't think this is going to happen. I'm always trying to think of the plus and the minus, pros and the cons, the the good and the bad. But I have a strong belief that it's going to come down. However, the market makers may be showing us this, printing out this, so that we could go short, and I'm not, just to wreck us. I mean, to come up really fast like this. This is what I think is going to happen when everybody's short, because once it goes into this level, look at this, man. This is just very low volume node. It could come all the way down here, like fast, and then just whip up. But I don't want to be part of that whip up. Don't like the whips. No whipping. No whippings. Let's see here. Username says, sorry, Tracer Joe was caught up in an intense duel with a dragon. Whoa. Whoa. Things got out of hand. Oh, wait. Should I read? I always forget. See here. Things got out of hand when I had to go hand-to-hand combat. But I'm here now. Oh yes, I must remind everybody there's never financial advice on the Piper Academy Network, or for that matter, any any show that you see on the Piper Academy Network or even on my channel. As much as you may think it, there is never financial advice. Here, Crypto Kenny says, "Come on, let's wrap it up." Oh, let's go. Thank you guys for smashing the likes. You guys are the me. You guys are absolutely all right. So if you have any coins, please let me know. If you have any questions, man, I had so many great questions today on my live stream, and then of course in my VIP. So many great questions, and the first thing they start off with, "Oh, I hope you don't think this is a dumb question, but blah blah blah." dude, like this is why we do this. Like we didn't know all this stuff when we first started. And there's a lot of mentors who don't know the answers. If I don't know the answer, I'll let you know. And I'll probably refer you to somebody else. Now, one thing that I do recommend, if you're not part of the Piper Academy Discord, strongly recommend doing that. There's a lot, man. I am so lucky to be surrounded with so many great people. There's a lot of really great traders in there. A lot of great people who experienced the ups and the downs, bull runs and the bear market, just everything. So it's a huge wealth of knowledge in there. Of course, all the links are in the description. And of course, it's different from my Telegram. They have Discord, but wherever you go, like I strongly recommend get mentors. And whenever you're in a group, that's what you're doing. You're paying for mentors at an extremely discounted price. Because if you pay for a mentor, you're looking at I had four of them first started. I didn't want to go through all the ups and downs. Granted, I did, but it was less. It hurt less because one, I already knew, and two, I had mentors that told me about their ups and downs. That's really important. We got Retro Mike in the house. What's up, Retro Mike? Let's see here. Let me go through some of this chats. Go through some of the chat here. Yeah, definitely, guys. Let's get the likes up. Definitely, and it's free. It's free to do that here. User. I love your username. You're funny. Let's see here. K Diggity says, I am somewhat interested in trading. I am in a live trade, but I'm more concerned with my Lego Techniques race car project at the moment. Uh-oh. Yes, Legos, they are, um, in my opinion, they're a good thing to get and just hold, don't open, and treat those as an investment. Very, very nice. Here, the fine one told me, present. Thank you, Retro. Mike, appreciate you. Here, going on the list. This, very good. Y'all are talking to each other. Crypto Kenny says, what do you think about Gari? Go down. Stop loss going now. No Gari. Gari is. I can talk about Gari all day on my channel because on this channel I won't say that it's trash. Say it. Won't do it. We'll do it on my channel. Great detail on why. Holiday weekend is for 11. All right. So let's go and get started, guys. Let's get started. We went over Bitcoin. Um, of course, for Bitcoin, it's doing its thing. I do think it's going to go down before it goes up, but again, I'm not shorting this because it's just way too dangerous. And as you can see, like if it does come up, hopefully it gets rejected off of this, comes down, and then now it's in between our anchored VWAPs. So this is actually creating a zone for us. I do think that if it breaks below this zone, there's nothing stopping it from all the way down to our 35 level, 35% net level, and that would put us right around 70. But only time will tell. I'm not willing to risk it. I would just have lower bids on my coins that I'm looking at. And if they hit, great. And if it passes my lower bids and continues to go down, well, then more than likely the following week or the following 2 weeks, I'll put more money in, going lower, and hopefully they'll hit because you can only use this method right now. Right now is the only way you can, only logical way to use this method as far as lower entries in this segment of the market because pretty soon it's going to go up. And before you know it, it's going to be up 80, 120, 400% before you even know it. That's why I'm using that. Let's see here. So earlier, so on my show, I don't think I have any questions yet, but on my show, they were asking about comparing 2017, this, I believe it was around this date, to now. And what they were doing is they were seeing this dump. They're saying, man, in 2017, around, December, we had this huge dump. Do you think that we're going to have that right now? As far as, everybody thinking Bitcoin's going to come down. Well, you have to compare apples to apples, oranges to oranges. This right here was after our halving. So we had the halving, we had our sideways action. I know it's really messy, but bear with me. We had our halving, then we had our sideways action, then we had the breakout of our sideways action, and then bingo and a bango. Yes, we did have this retracement right here, and then another retracement. This is what we do. We get retracements. So our first major retracement back in 2017, after after the halving, our first, and right, this is the bull run. So our first retracement, go from the very high, take off my magnitude, to the very low, was 35%. We're expected to get this during the bull run. Now, granted, we're at this moment, we're about here. We're about here in my opinion. We're about here. Now, how much was this retracement from here to here? About 10%. Boring. Then it came up. Then we had this, and this was about 35%. And this is during the bull run. Now, granted, this is December-ish area. Then January, this is, might see this starting from now, December to maybe January, middle of January, we might see this 35% drop. Then it came up, continue going up, and let's go ahead and what was this retracement from the high to the low? Another 33%. So you can see that when we have our pullbacks after the nice run ups, it's roughly around 30, we'll just call it 32 to 35%. This is normal. This is healthy for the continuation of the run up. Then, it continued running up, running up, running up. What was this retracement? This is one thing that I love doing. I love seeing what has happened in the past to kind of think of what might happen in the future. Doesn't mean that it will, but we can just kind of see, oh man, we're getting 32, 35% drawbacks on each one. But let's just say you bought Bitcoin here and you just held it. Here, you're actually adding on these 32, 35% drawbacks, and you're just adding throughout the entire bull market. So you added here, you add here, coming up, we have another retracement. Now, I do have stuff. If you're not watching my channel, I strongly recommend you watch my channel. Oh wait, so now I'm going from. Let's go make it over. If you're not watching my channel, I strongly recommend you watching my channel. I have a lot of really great information. Ooh, this one was. Oh, this is the pullback. This is so. Let's go from here all the way down to this, 38%, and then it came up. And let's say you bought here. So what you could do from moving on forward, what you could do, whether any coin that you have, put lower bids. Put lower bids wherever the price is at. Put lower bids because we're going to get these flash crashes. For Bitcoin, it's going to be about 30%. For the alts, last season was anywhere between 25 and 32%, but we can just say 20 to 30%. Now, what I would strongly recommend, and of course, I'm telling my community every single day, whether it's on my channel, YouTube, or whatever, I'm letting people know expect these retraces. And while you're in the bull market, it would be very wise just to put lower bids. And if those lower bids hit, great. The next couple of weeks go by, your price is way higher than your 30%, then you just move up your entries, cancel your lower entry, and you move it up to 30%. And you will be surprised. During the bull run, more than likely you'll get that hit 3 to maybe 5 times. If you're lucky, you'll get it hit 7 to 8, if you're lucky. But this is a great strategy to have. Now, you can only have this strategy during certain periods, which the period is the actual bull run. Let's see from here to here, 40%. Oh my gosh. Now, how much do you think the alts went down? More than likely, more than 40. More than likely. Or it could have been 30% that they only went down. But this is the very easy strategy to make the most amount of money in this bull market. Buy it, hold it, don't sell. Not financial advice. Don't sell. and just have lower entries. Kind of give you all a heads up on that. And for Army Piper, I got to talk to you about an indicator that I have almost complete with. Got to talk to you. I think it's gonna do really good as far as making sure that we don't round trip it, because this right here, this is what people do. It's going up, and man, moon mission, 19K. It's going to 100 at least, maybe 50. And what happens? Comes down, no problem. The retracement that we've been seeing a retracement of 35%. Oh my, 44% came down. Then it came up. Oh, here we go. Oh, breaking the high. Let's go. Came down. Oh, crap. Then it broke this level. Uh-oh. Are we going to go down? Came up here. And now we're just holding, wishing, and praying, buying all these candles. May be religious. You may not be religious, but I'll tell you what, when you see your money coming down this much, you start praying. Really do. Then it doesn't come up. It's on coming down. Coming down. You're like, oh man. Oh, here we go. Now it's coming up. Now we're making it. Now it broke this high. Moon mission. Let's go, babe. Whoa, crap. Broke this level. So again, it's level by level. If it's not breaking higher levels and it starts breaking lower levels, well, then we just go down. Now it has this level. It broke it. Oh, crap. Then it came up. Then now, it continues to go. And then now you just round tripped it all-time low. You just, from the high, just round tripped it. And now you're holding it again. But this is the plan, guys. And I teach this all the time. All the time. You want to have lower bids, and just depending on where you're at in the cycle. And of course, you want to make sure that you sell towards the top. How do you do that? Something that I always preach is moving averages. Like for me, you can throw on some moving averages. What do these moving averages say? So with the moving averages, come on. Oh no, wait, let me hide all this because I don't like all that mumbo jumbo. So I have a white, red, this color, orange. So for this one, I will be changing this to 25. 25 for my SMA. 50. Oh, I don't need my 30. Take that one. Get out of here, 30. Invite it to the party. 25, 50, 200. Mention this all the time on my. Now, once it crosses below the 25 moving average, and more than likely we're going to do this starting, depending, again, all this is depending on the segment that we're in. This is going to be the last quarter, more than likely. Well, first we have to do this run. So this run is going to be from January to approximately March, April. So this is what the concept that we're going to have, March, April. If it crosses below our white line, and this is on the daily time frame, we're going to sell 25%. And the close below it, sell 25%. But we would have to be in, let's try to get this. So right here, February, March. Okay. So this is, let's just say this is now, January. And of course, we're already in coins. Then we start going up and up and up. And then come March, we activate our selling. Now, granted, this is only for the first time of the run up, not the second time. Second time is when we get massive gains. So what we do is we turn it on, our thought process, close under. This one, close 25% of our trade. Knowing that, oops, 430. Where do I have it? Something that I think to check a chart. All off. So here we sell 25%. And then the candle needs to close underneath the 50 SMA to close 50%. So we close 25% here, close 50% here. This is ensuring that we're selling the tops of the the run-ups. Then, of course, we have March, and it doesn't hit our 20 or 200. Our 200, we sell all of it. Up, up. And then now April and May. So now it's starting to go up. This is Bitcoin. Now, this is not the alts. The alts look completely different. The alts look completely different. Then we can see that it's starting to do its run up. Then what we could do, of course, we're putting all this together, all of our thought process together. We're going and we're seeing, I'm going to check your chat in just a second. Then we're seeing this break this level. Well, we can enter again, knowing that we're going to sell 25, 50%. They're doing these crosses. Then it comes up, comes up, comes up. Now we're in June. June is when I'm expecting May, June. That's when I'm expecting the alts to come down. I'm more concerned about the alts than Bitcoin, but I'm just using Bitcoin as the example. Then we're doing April, May should start coming down, and then we'll start buying the alts back up in June, July. So here, we sell 25% of Bitcoin daily. So these are the important facts. Must be on the daily time frame. The candle must close underneath the daily. And then comes back up. We don't buy back in because it didn't cross this level. So we're using all the stuff that I'm teaching in conjunction with what the price action is doing. Then it comes down here. It's playing with this one. It breaks below this one. We sell 50%. We don't add until it breaks that level, because this is telling us that it's gaining more strength. Doesn't come to the 200, so we didn't sell everything. We're still in the game. Lunar Beaches says, just tell me we're going to the moon. Lunar Beaches, we're going to the moon within some time. Baba says, if Bitcoin comes down 20, 30%, what range for large caps dropping? Great question. For large caps, I would say anything over $1 billion, but preferably over 5 billion. You're looking for at least, if Bitcoin goes down, let's say 30%. I'm looking at the large caps over 5 billion to pull back. I want to say about the same, 25, 30%. Now that's only if they stay coupled with Bitcoin. So that's, and I really wish there was like one answer, but there isn't. Because if Bitcoin starts coming down, but then the alts don't come down as much because now they're gaining momentum and start going up, then your large cap coin could only retrace 12%, 18%, then start taking off while Bitcoin's still dumping. So there's a lot of different factors that come into play. Lunar B just says, hope you're doing well. Stuff, homie. Yeah, I appreciate you, man. Yeah, doing good, man. Doing good. Here. Then we come up and here it breaks this level. So what do? Add to our trade. And we're still in it from way down here. We're in huge profits. Now it comes up, breaks this level, we sell 25%. Breaks this level. Now the candle has to close. Very important. Now we sell 50%. Still in the trade though. And so now we're out. And what do? Wait for this. If it breaks above it, great. We enter. If not, guess what happened? We sold the top. How amazing is that, guys? We literally sold the top. I've seen a lot of mentors. I've seen a lot of, excuse me. I've seen a lot of people where they normally tell you after the fact. Look, guys, this was the top. When I mentioned X, Y, and Z on a kind of hidden post, that was me telling you I was selling the top. Why don't you just tell me you're selling the top, man? Just tell me. Right here, not only am I telling you, showing you how to sell the top. Then, it crosses this level again. What do? We add to our entry. The worst we can do is sell once it closes underneath this and this. We're in huge profits. Then, we bought again, is doing this number. We sold our 25%. Then it comes way up here. Man, we did huge gain. Absolutely. Did we buy more? Just here. If you want, you can do it on each time it grows up, depending on how much money you have. and just know that you'll close it out when it does this. So let's say you did add here, break of this level right here. You just keep on bringing it up. Then it closes underneath here, candle close underneath here, sell 25%. Then it's bouncing here. Then, of course, it needs to break this level for you to add. Here, it breaks below the 25 or the 50 SMA, sell 50%. Now it's starting to come down. Uh-oh. This is our uh-oh moment. Keep note, make a mental note of this up, down, up, lower. Not good. Losing momentum. Down, up, lower. Not good. Losing momentum. When do we add to this trade? When it breaks this level. It's not looking good. Now that I'm seeing this, and I know that we're already, past our level, because normally it's November, December of this coming year, 2025, that it should be. Now, if you hear everybody saying bull market and extended cycle and et cetera, that's fine. Keep this in mind. And then keep the adding, how to add to your entry in mind. Because let's just say it extends out till June, July of 2026. You will be in profit as long as you do this. If it breaks this level, you add. If it closes underneath this, then you sell. And you just keep on adding as it's going up. Then we sell 25%. We sell 50%. Not looking good. Coming down. If I were to see it at this point, granted, I made a lot of money already. I know it needs to break this. Then I know it needs to break this. And now it keeps on coming down. And I'm doing this on the daily. I'm not doing this on the 15-minute or the 1 minute. I'm doing this on the daily. I'm going to probably sell another 50% here. Granted, I'm far away from my 200, but I'd rather sell 50% here and just add when it crosses this level. And then it comes down, closes underneath. 200, I'm out 100%. Out 100%. And this is the level I need for it to break in order for me to add to my entry. Because this is the most recent high. Here's the pivot. So it comes up, right up to it. I'm not entering. Right up to it. I'm not entering. Maybe I should start shorting now. And just do the same thing, but reverse. Maybe I should start shorting. Breaks this level now. And down. Okay. When does it break this level? Broke this level. Now these kind of closes look pretty weak. Came up. Looks pretty good. Maybe I might enter a short, have a tight stop loss around here. Get stopped out. Oh well. Now, am I going to risk it by trying to go long here? I mean, the bull run already happened. We had amazing gains. Very risky going long in a bear market. How do we know it's a bear market? We don't know. Here we didn't know it was a bear market until after the fact. Where's my beautiful face? Yeah, I'm actually on my other computer because for my computer that I normally work on, I was going to go live and the camera wasn't working. Okay, no problem. I just got to reboot my computer. Rebooted my computer, turned on really quick. Camera still wasn't working. Like, oh crap. Let me try to reboot it one more time. If not, I have to reinstall the drivers. That happens every once in a while. So I reboot the computer and it says restarting for an hour and 40 minutes. That's not good. I wanted to power it off in 30 minutes, but I said, you know what? Let me wait. So an hour and 40 minutes, I powered it off, turned it back on, and it gave me something didn't shut down right, and I can't click on anything. It's literally frozen. I can move my mouse, just can't click on anything. Oh, that reminds me. I have another monitor. Oh, snap. I have another monitor that I don't use. It's hooked up, but I don't use. There's probably a button I got to push on that monitor. You know what? Lunar Beaches, you just saved me from using some pew pew and throwing this thing outside and doing practice. I didn't even check my other monitor. Oh. So back to this. We could short, but you don't want it long in a bear market. Now you don't know it's a bear market until after the fact. But we can see we're doing lower lows and lower highs. So it's not wise to go long in this type of scenario. And then sure enough, we come all the way down here and it stops. We don't know it's stopping. We don't know it's stopping. We know that we have a level right here, but we don't know this is the end. Then what happens? Comes right up to this level, and then comes right up to this level, and then we break through it. Now, this is the bottom for right now because we don't know. It could fake us out. It could come up here and then come back down into this and then continue going down. But this is the absolute easiest way to hit the bottom. Now, of course, with this thing that I'm working on, it's going to make it super. But yeah, I got to talk to Piper about it. But let's see here. Lunar Beaches says, yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. So let me catch up on the chat. I've kind of negated the chat. So let's see here. The question of the day. The question of the day says, are you wanting Bitcoin to dump, just get it over with, or moon mission? We have 68% people say dump so we can pump. And 32% say tired of waiting. Let's move. I'm going to go with dump so we can pump. We need that dump. And I would love for it to pump right now, but we need this dump. We need this dump so bad that when it happens, you're going to be so, because now you're going to be able to buy your altcoins way cheaper. And if you're using the strategy that I'm showing you by putting your entries 30% lower, 50% lower, depending on the market cap of your coin, you're gonna love me so much. Love me so much. All right. Let's see here. Going through the chat. Everybody who's here, please definitely make sure to smash that like. If you have any questions, there are no dumb questions. There's only questions we've had before or haven't thought of yet. This right here, this is straight up alpha on how not to round trip your coin. Very, very easy method of taking, basically selling the top. Basically selling the top and buying the bottom. This right here is the most simplest technique you can use, most simplest strategy you can, whatever you want to call it. I call it money. Not listening to any YouTuber. I'm not listening to any influencer. I'm watching what the coin is doing. I'm watching what the price action is. If it crosses below a level, guess what? I'm selling. So let's put down the chat really quick. And of course, definitely smash the like, guys. Definitely smash the like. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, concerns, issues. If you have any coins you want me to do, let me know that as well. Here, going down the list. Good. List. And here. So far, I don't see coins. But if I did miss your coin, make sure to put it in the chat. We answered that question. If Bitcoin comes down 20, 30%, as far as the large market cap coins, how much would they drop? Now, as far as, so we answered the question for the large, 5 billion and up with the B. What about the lower ones? Something under 600 million. How much would those drop? At least 2 times more. You're looking at 50 to 70% possible. So that all depends too, as far as how low to put your lower entry. Here. All right. So let's see here. Hey Diddy says, my man, let's rip off that band-aid and be done with it. Yes, definitely. Here's one. I've been trying to reduce my fees by doing a limit orders using Blowfin, but it seems like lately I'm getting the same regardless. Can you show me a quick examples? All right, so limit order fee. Now, depending on the exchange, sometimes if you have, there's really nothing you can do about fees. They're fees. Now, if you're making money, the fees don't matter. If you're barely making money, the fees matter. If you can hold, because different exchanges have different requirements, I guess. But some exchanges require you to hold their token. If you hold their token, you can reduce the fee. So what I would do is whatever exchange you're on, in this case is Blowfin, go to the very, very bottom of the home page. Usually they have it there where it says fees. Go to fees and it'll give you all the fees, the buying and the selling. And then also it'll tell you about to reduce your fee. And even on the, I believe the order page, it has a section where you can click on fee and it'll basically tell you want to save money on fees. Well, then you hold X amount of tokens. Now, if you don't have enough money to hold those X amount of tokens, well, there's nothing you can do. Like everything is going to have fees. Everything. Now, if you're doing leverage, same thing applies. The higher leverage you do, the more money you're borrowing, the higher the fees will be. So that's very important. Let's see here. See here, cheaper than a market order trade. Yes, these are coming. Okay, so that's telling me that you're trading too much. Trading too much. If the fees are killing you, and the fees are lower than market, you're trading too much. You're in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. And if the fees are a concern, the solution to the problem is don't acquire so many fees. How are you acquiring the fees? Well, you're buying and selling. Well, then reduce the amount of buying and selling. Problem solved. Bingo bango. Bingo and a bango. See here, I'm barely making money, and so the fees matter. Yeah. So that just means you got to hold the coin longer. And right now, if the market's not doing so well, then you might want to just hold off on the selling portion and just concentrate on the buying portion. That's what I would recommend. We got about 10 more minutes, guys. We got about 10 more minutes. Let's see, we got all set in the house. We got Sam. What's going on, guys? Everybody who's here, let me know you're here. I would love to get a shout out to you. And of course, always push, smash. Act as if the like button owed your money. Owed you. Make sure to smash that like button. All right, here we go. Let's see here. So we were talking about the highs and the lows. When to buy. This right here is the easiest, by far, method of trading using the moving averages on a higher time frame. You don't want to do this on a lower time frame because you'll be in and out. Higher time frame, got it. And this right here, let's just say you use that same concept, but this time back the opposite way. But first it has to go 25, 50, 200. This is what I teach. Right here, broke above the 25. Well, let's just say, when it finally did break. So here it broke above the 25. Now, granted, this is a huge run up. The market makers will more than likely bring it down to here. We entered 25%, knowing that we can have a lower bid down here. We enter the trade, and now this is a long-term hold. This is not just regular trading. This is buying the bottom. This is the mistake I made. Buying the bottom, holding it. DCA. This is how the rich get richer. This is how the wealthy gets wealthier. Buy 25% or 25 moving average. You enter your trade, your long-term hold. This you're going to hold for 2 years, 3 years. You're going to make an insane amount of money next bear market. Then breaks above the 50, you enter the trade again. You add to your trade. Oh, it broke below. Do I sell? Nope. We're not selling. We're just buying. No selling involved, only buying. This is our investment. Then we don't add again until it crosses the 25. Next paycheck. Couple paychecks have already gone by. We're saving up $50, $100, whatever we can do, $1,000, depending on your paycheck or pay grade. Depends on how much you're saving per paycheck. So once it crosses the 25, we enter our trade. Crosses the 50, we add to our trade some more. And then now we don't add anything above it. Crosses our 200. What it's doing, it's gaining momentum. We're adding to this. Then it crosses. Do we sell? Nope. Crosses. Do we sell? Nope. Crosses. Do we sell? Nope. Now what you could do is now, it's crossing the 25, the 50. Oh, it crossed the 200. So now what we do is we pretty much just kind of wait. We wait to see what happens. We've already put in a lot of money. Whoops. We put in a lot of money already because all the times that it crossed above it, we're adding. And then, every time it crosses above, you can add some more. Then we're never selling, never selling. We have the next halving. Ooh, we had a huge jump. Now you can implement what I showed you before, where if it pulls back 30%, all this is going to be, oh, this one pulled back. Look at 57%. So here you can have a method of if it drops 30, 40, 50%, you have lower entry one. Here you would have picked up some really nice as it's coming up. We're not selling. There's zero stop loss. Then having time comes. What happens? We've loaded up all already. I don't see a lot of people talking about this. This is one thing where I messed up on the bear market, but it's not going to happen again. Every market we learn something. This is not happening again. Then our having sideways a little bit, comes up, has a pump, and then we're in the money. And we just rinse and repeat exactly what we just did. We rinse and repeat. And then, depending on the segment that we're in, depends on when we start selling. Rinse and repeat. French Soldier says MEXC has 0% for maker and 0.02% for taker fees. Best I found. Yeah, I love MEXC. Now, for MEXC, if you are a U.S. resident, you need a special ID. If you don't know what that special ID is, make sure to message me on Telegram. Trade _ Intuition. I'll go ahead and type it out here so y'all can see it. So this is on Telegram. Don't use Discord. I only use Discord for Hyper Academy. Trade _ very important, intuition. And this is on Telegram. Make sure to put that underscore. If you don't put that underscore, you will not reach me. So, Trade _ Intuition. Reach out to me. I will talk to you about that ID. See here, K. He says, for sure, Toaster. Okay, talking to Toaster. Very good. Happy holidays. B Team Crypto's in the house. What's up, B Team? Appreciate you guys. And thank you guys for smashing the like. You guys are amazing. You guys are amazing. And that's pretty much it, guys. That's pretty much the show. I basically gave you the rundown on how to not round trip this crypto. This is going to make you insane amount of money and also reduce the likelihood you round tripping. This, what I just gave you, is gold. And it's the simplest, easiest strategy to follow. And I literally showed you how to do it as well. I didn't just talk about it, but I showed you how to do it. And you will, next season, you'll be thanking me big time. Or at the end of this season, thanking me big time. Because again, super easy to follow. And it's do something else. All right, guys. Let me know you're here. Put a 4 in the chat. Put a 4 in the chat. This is a Trade Intuition. Signing off. This is the TA portion, the Trade Academy portion of the Piper Academy Network, where we show you how to successfully trade. And we have a bunch of shows, guys, a bunch of shows throughout the entire day to ensure that you make the most amount of money this bull run. We have news. We cover stuff for the economy. We cover how to trade. We cover setups. We cover how to not round trip your money. Do not round trip it. Last time I round tripped it because, well, people weren't talking about this strategy. They may have known it. They may have talked about it briefly, but you better believe, on Piper Academy and especially my channel, Trade Intuition, I'm going to be reminding everybody this because I don't want anybody to round trip. And if you start getting greedy, you're going to suffer. This right here will ensure that you basically sell the top. Basically sell the top. All right, guys. Well, that's it for me. I do thank you guys very much. let's go ahead and put it back to the intro screen. So let's go and put it back to the intro screen. And I thank you guys. We'll see you on the next show. Until then, this is T.I. Joe. T.I. Joe and also Tracer Joe. Signing off. Of course, my name is Trade Intuition. Pretty soon. Speaking about round trips, anybody interested in my safe moon? Oh, nice. That's the best way to close it out. Ooh, I love it. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining the Piper Academy Network. We will see you on the next show. Until the next time, let's make this money. Take care.
Woke up, check the charts on my screen. Crypto world ain't nothing to glean. TA with T.I. Joe through the scene. Riding waves, rolling like a machine. Buzzing Piper Academy network tight. Learning trades in the middle of the night. Technical analysis for Trade Intuition right. Got that crypto vision, see it's all in sight. Cash flow like a raging tide. Investing in coins that come alive. No worries, I'm gonna thrive. In this crypto I truly dive. Dodging dips, got my stop set high. From Bitcoin to Ethereum till I die. TA with T.I. Joe, don't ask why. In this bucket I'm the sharpest guy. Charts and graphs like a puzzle made. Each pattern is a move played. Piper Academy network got me swayed. In every trade.
All right, guys. Piper Academy. That's where it's at. All right. We'll see you guys next time. Take care. Let's make this money. Take care, guys.